Well, hello, friends, and welcome to your Thursday One Show with Alex George.
And Mr. Chris Evans.
Tonight, we're joined by a man with the comedy Midas touch, a guy who in just 10 years has conquered the world of film, sitcom, podcast, children's books, and stand-up.
Not bad for a bloke who's still remembered as the worst office manager ever.
Ricky Gervais is here! You see, they applauded for you.
Thank you.
Now then, Ricky, we'll be talking a bit about the tour and the DVD later on, but first of all, how much does The Office still dominate your life?
I suppose I sort of manage the estate of The Office still, or every day. You know what I mean? There's things like, can we use this as a clip? Can we use that, you know, for a quiz machine? But and all the remakes, of course. We're doing latest one is Russia, and we're working on one for China. So it goes on and on, really, but not as involved as we were, you know, with our baby, so to speak.
So there are lots of David Brents, different nationalities.
There are.
Would you spot them if we showed them to you?
Yeah.
OK,
Right.
well...
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, who's this one?
That's me.
That's you.
That's you.
OK, that's the easy one.
Well done.
I had to think, because I wish I didn't look like that. in all
that's
honesty.
We loved him, you loved him, come on. All right, who's that kid?
Oh,
Come on.
is that French or French-Canadian? I think it's the French one. Le Bureau.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, French-Canadian.
French-Canadian is the
David
right
Ge-
answer.
And his character name, as a little homage, is David Gervais.
That's right, it's
That's
Antoine
right.
Vizina, and the show's called Le Job.
Yeah. Well, you can
job.
see the confusion. They're all fat blokes with goatees at the moment.
All right, who's this kiddie?
Ooh.
Stromberg. That's the German David Brent.
That's right, and his name is Bernd Stromberg, absolutely right, correct. This is 100%
Well
so
done.
far. How
Very impressive.
How about this baby boy?
Oh, it's Chili, but I don't know his name. it's the Chili one.
Yeah? What's the show called?
Is that La Office?
Yes,
With
it is, La
S?
Office.
Yeah.
Wonder where they got that from. And the actor is Louis Gnecco.
That's right,
And
yeah.
the character is called...
Oh.
Sorry if I've got it all written down.
El Brente.
Manuel Sedal. Pretty good effort, though, I think.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done. All right, more from Ricky in a bit, and as a bonus, the man Ricky thinks is the funniest guy in the world, Karl Pilkington, will be joining us.
Well, there he is.
Get him on now. Get him on now, really.
Now,
We can
Ricky,
get him on now. Okay.
You get him on now.
All right,
really.
well,
Don't
okay.
worry.
he's on his way now.
You've
Hang
got to
on.
come down the long
For those at
corridor.
home who don't know who Karl is, can you explain?
He's sort of my best mate now. I've known him for about 8 years, but he was just given to us as our producer when we worked on XFM, and he was pressing the buttons and stuff. And then one day we, you know, as you do, we'd say, oh, what do you think? And what he came out with was, I'd like to say comedy gold, but it was drivel.
But wonderful dribble.
But wonderful drivel. It's an endless well of stupidity. Is he here?
Yeah.
He's on his way.
Get him on now.
And
He's
now
on
he's
his
very
way.
much reluctantly famous.
Come in.
Karl can come on.
Come in.
OK,
Don't-
we're
don't-
going to be...
I'll take up my spot talking about my science DVD. I just want... Karl is better. Just tweet, buy Ricky's science DVD. Karl Pilkington's on the One Show now.
Karl.
Come on. Whoa.
Please stay over there, please.
Hello, Karl. Right. While you have a little chat there, all this week we've been showing Cary Grant's great stories about people who have come this close to the Beatles.
That's right. Tonight she meets the lucky folk who woke up one morning to find the Fab Four getting all psychedelic in their local park. Very
There you
impressive.
go. That's going to sound amazing later on. Hopefully,
brilliant.
Yeah.
OK, 5,000 kids there. Ricky, you're a recent Beatles fan. You're new to the Beatles. You're late to the party.
Yeah, I but they sort of didn't mean anything to me. I think I fell for that myth that you had to like the Stones or the Beatles, and I was always a Stones fan. But in the last couple of years, really, I've just realised they probably are the best band ever. I know. What a revelation. They're amazing.
Was there a moment?
No, it just gradually I realised that I wanted to keep finding a couple of songs on YouTube, and then I discovered more. So.
And you met McCartney, didn't you, at the Golden Globes? But you...
Oh, I've met him a few times, but the Golden Globes was the one when I did the joke, and
That's right.
I waited for him to come backstage, and I went, "You still talking to me?" He went, "I loved it, man," and he hugged
Really?
me. So yeah.
He was all right with it.
He's above it, isn't he? He's not going to worry about something I'd say.
You worried yourself with that joke, though, didn't you?
I did. I just didn't think that. I didn't want anyone to think I was having a go at them at the Globes. I just think I wanted them to know that it was sort of gentle ribbing, sounds like a condom, as opposed to sort of like. Can you say? You can say.
No, not twice.
No.
Please, well, definitely not
Never
three times.
twice. Never twice.
Never twice. Golden
Not
Globes.
the same one.
Golden Globes you can say twice, and you've done it twice. Yeah?
Yeah, not yet. The second time is in January.
OK, because they liked it so much, and you were brilliant. I mean, obviously, the viewing figures were massive. The share was up for 240 million viewers watched it.
I know, madness.
If you were asked to host the Oscars, you'd have to say yes?
No, I'd have to say no.
Really?
Wrong gig.
Really?
Wrong gig.
Is there a wrong gig?
There is, yeah. The Globes is right. I mean, the Globes is like the second biggest award ceremony in the world, and you're allowed drink, and they sit at tables, and it's more of an industry party. The Oscars is quite stuffy, and you have to...
Come on, seriously.
Well, I could do it, but I think I'd be fired halfway through the show.
Yeah.
Which should be fine.
Carl can step in, look.
No, that sort of thing terrifies me.
He's terrified now.
Yeah,
I only got him on now because he said if I was out there early, I'd get used to it. He said, and they'd cut me. They run out of time and they'd cut me.
All right.
So
We would never cut you, Carl.
no, it's like I prefer that sort of Elvis thing where you saw him pulling up outside, he'd walk straight on the stage. There was no hanging around saying, do you want a Coke, do you want a coffee?
We should have
Want some
said.
biscuits?"
We'd have done that for you.
Well, I thought he got me in early just to annoy me.
no, they wanted me even earlier.
Right, listen now, we've got to move on. Now, imagine you'd got home tonight and someone else had moved into your house. If someone else had moved in, you'd check them out, wouldn't you?
You'd do more than that, wouldn't you, really? But it might...
.co.uk/The One Show.
Ricky Gervais is here. Karl Pilkington's here. You both have DVDs out. Ricky, just about your DVD first. It's a comedy DVD. I'm not a fan of comedy DVDs. Why should I buy yours?
I don't think you should because you're not a fan.
Right.
Thanks very much.
No, so I'm trying to be straight.
You've
got to be there.
Well, I'd like to say it's different to most comedy DVDs. You're going to hear things you haven't heard before.
Unfold
hopefully.
your arms. Come on now.
Oh, sorry.
Body language.
Was that bored or defensive?
A little bit defensive.
Oh, was it? Well, OK.
I've seen it.
OK.
I've seen it. Not that dope, but...
That's better now. But you know what I mean?
Well, you should buy it because it's a rip-roaring exploration into non-political correctness, and Karl's on the extras.
But do you like watching comedy DVDs yourself? Honestly.
I don't really watch any sort of comedy or... I sort of revisit things, I suppose. I watch old stuff. I watch a lot of American TV. I couldn't tell you what's on at the moment in terms of comedy on British TV. I only watch sort of things like The Apprentice on English TV.
It's a good choice.
It's great.
You were saying there that it's non-politically correct. Well, there's quite a few jokes on it about, like, overweight people and stuff. Is that why you've slimmed down? Because then you can do jokes about fat people?
Oh, the opposite is true. I've always done jokes about fat people when I was fat. In fact, I've got to stop now because people think that I really care. I didn't give a flying... I don't care when I was fat. I don't care when I'm thin. I think... I've got the same T-shirt. Luckily, they sort of stretch.
They do come in and out.
So, yeah, so that was me when I'm fat. Always thinner. See?
Yeah.
Still fits.
Karl, as a good friend, you know, one of Ricky's best friends, can you back up the claim that he doesn't care about his weight?
I haven't noticed it because I see him every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a girlfriend puts on weight, you don't notice it. No, do you know what I mean? Because you're seeing her every day. No,
Karl's flying now, isn't he?
No, but honestly, my girlfriend, if I... No, because I know. No, she has, but then again, I had hair when she met me.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
bad luck.
fair
It's
enough.
the way it is.
All right, you also you cover autograph hunters in this DVD. Let's watch a bit. Here's the autograph hunter sketch.
Now, these people are the epsilon minors of society. Even train spotters look down on autograph hunters. They've all got this haircut, right? Everything is tucked in. They've always got like a satchel where they just rip things out of the Radio Times. Sign this, Ricky. Yeah. Sign this. Sign this. That's a piece of toast, mate. What? Not one of them symmetrical. I mean, they're a mess. I don't mean their clothes. I mean their DNA. It's just... Back to handsome.
Back to handsome, boy. Ricky, can I say something that you may hate?
Go on.
I think you should have a kid.
Right. OK. In what way? Be a father or just have a kid? Go and get one? Go.
No, I think you should have a family because I've always thought about you and Simon Cowell. Whenever I read your interviews, I always think there's something missing. I think you make a great dad.
Me and Simon Cowell, if he's up for it.
Fred?
Do you hate that question?
No, I feel a sitcom coming on.
Yeah.
But-
Ricky and Simon adopted a kid. Oh, Ricky, what are you doing? I'm bathing the baby, Simon. You don't bath it like that. It's already written. Good one.
Talking of sitcoms, you and Stephen Merchant are working on a new project. First
Yes.
there was The Office, then there was Extras. Tell us about the third one.
This one's called Life's Too Short, and it's sort of a fake documentary. It's about the life of Warwick Davis, who's a real person, but this is a twisted version of
And
himself.
he's a dwarf, right?
He is. Why bring that up?
No, I don't know. Chris is telling me it's about to...
I've got to do with it. Sorry, Warwick, if you're... He doesn't know he's a dwarf. He just thinks...
I feel awful now. Don't, Ricky.
No, he did. We haven't told him. He just... no, he doesn't know.
Well...
Because he's blind as well. So no one's told him he's a dwarf. So now he knows.
Well, now he does know. Thursday was the night.
And it's about him having a sort of a bit of a midlife crisis, and his career's on the skids. So he's done this sort of reality show to try and get famous. And myself and Stephen play twisted versions of ourselves as well.
Well, good luck with that.
Got it.
Right then, today is Thanksgiving in the good old US of A. And whilst you might think you know how America got its name, you could be very, very wrong.
Yeah, you could. In fact... God bless both of them. It's Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving. Karl's going to tell us what it's all about. Ricky, what are Karl's qualifications as some kind of international culture guru?
He hasn't got any.
Really?
You're going to
Seriously, I don't know why you got me on for this bit.
So you could plug your video.
Come on.
Yeah, that's out.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you're going to do this bit.
It's just a...
Before you do that, should we have a clip?
Yeah,
There's
quickly.
a clip of you by Christ in Rio. Here it is.
And I didn't want to say, but when I was looking up, I thought the chin looks a bit big. It's like that. All the rest of it is brilliant. The proportions, his arms and that, his body, but they just need to chip away a bit more, I reckon, at the chin. It's a bit sort of Jimmy Hill-ish.
So come on, Karl, that was pretty good. You are the idiot abroad, you're now the idiot with the turkey. Tell us about Thanksgiving.
Can we show that turkey?
Why
It looks lovely there, doesn't it? But look what they were facing us. That's the view that was facing us.
Is anyone doing this in this country? Would anyone be to blame?
Yeah.
There's some Americans over here, people who have American relatives. It's a big night for those guys.
But would they be watching this anyway
Yes,
then?
they
Or
will.
they be eating...
This is their pre-Thanksgiving show. They watch it every year.
Tell us about the origin, Karl.
I told you about this. We've got a podcast out called Thanksgiving, free on iTunes and I was telling you about the Wampanoag Indians.
I wouldn't worry. It's mainly... I mean, anything with Americans, they like eating.
Yeah.
So they tend to... No, I'm not having a go.
That's racist.
That's a fact. So
They definitely have gone off the turkey now, because it looks like Arnie Nora from
Listen
that
to
angle.
what they eat.
What?
There's a thing that they eat called Duncan.
Right.
And what they do, they get a turkey, they shove a chicken in that, and shove a duck in that, and that's why it's a Duncan type thing.
Excellent. OK, round of applause for that one Thanksgiving fact. Cheers, Karl.
Well, thanks to you both, and good luck with your DVD battle in the charts over Christmas.
Who's going to win the battle of the DVDs, guys?
Idiot Abroad. I think it's number 1 or 2 or something. I think only Top Gear's beating it. Top Gear? Who's still watching Top? Just turn Dave on. It's on every night.
All right. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Karl, for being on the programme. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, got a huge guest. Don't miss the show, whatever you do.
Yeah, now we're going to have a rendition of Penny Lane. Carrie's in Birmingham with hopefully 5,000 people to sing it for us. It's your favourite, isn't it, Ricky?
Yeah.
Carrie, are you there? Are you ready?
Penny Lane, please.